Just when you think things cannot get any crazier, the entire floor drops out beneath you and you fall into an entirely different sub basement of insanity. I have something to show you guys today that is going to absolutely blow your mind. You may want to stop what you're doing, go to the bathroom first, and then sit down to watch this, because if you don't go to the bathroom, you may need to change your clothes afterward. What I'm going to show you is going to be that disturbing. Now, I'm sure everyone is aware of what's going on with the former president, the current thing going on with the former president. They are indicting him, of course, on all of these very mysterious counts of business fraud. And you have to wonder, what's that all about? I thought this had to do with hush money payments, Stormy Daniels. It's all very murky. Now, most people just default to their emotions, say, well, it's a witch hunt, it's all this kind of stuff, and I'm not debating that it is. But there's something else going on, and I think I have found what it is. Now, I've left this picture up for a while so that people could kind of soak it in. This is from 2006. Charity golf tournament, Lake Tahoe. The organizers bring in lots of pretty girls. Why? To bring in the celebrities, of course, and some of them were from the adult entertainment industry, and of course they bring their banners and logos and movies and all that stuff. In fact, you can see in the background here the logo for Wicked Pictures. That's who Stormy Daniels, adult entertainer, was working for at the time. Here is the logo, just so you can see what it is. Now, here's the part that's going to blow your mind. Ladies, especially, pay attention. Take a real good look at this woman right here, and I'm going to show you a picture from over 50 years ago. Yep, that's right. Now, of course, this is a very young Donald Trump, sometime clearly in the 1970s, standing next to Ivanka's mother when she was that age. Now, let's put them side by side. Now do you see it? Now do you see it? If those two aren't related, I'm a monkey's uncle. There is no way. No way. Even the height is the same. The shape of the mouth, the shape of the nose, the eyes, the eyebrows. Even the hair is almost done identically. Yes, on the right, that is Ivana Trump. She recently passed away. Way back in the day. Now, I know guys have a type. They usually either date blondes, they date redheads, they date brunettes, whatever. Tall, short, different shapes. Guys have a type. I get that. But can you imagine Donald Trump walking into this golf tournament in Tahoe and seeing Stormy Daniels having been married to Ivana? It must have been like walking back in time. There's something going on. If nobody knew who these people were, they would look at this and say, who's the time traveler? How could this woman have time traveled 50-something years into the future to meet the same guy? Absolutely one of the most stunning indictments of what might really be going on behind the scenes. Now, I know this is a big allegation to make, but guys, come on. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I mean, look very closely at these two pictures. There's a lot of pictures of Ivana Trump when she was young, but this is about as far back as you can go. And when you look at her and you just look at the eyes and the face, this could be the same woman. You know, even the hair, I would say a different haircut, but not even really. Take the sunglasses off and just have her pull her hair over out of her eyes on the left. Even the way she shapes her eyebrows. I mean, that is ridiculously close for 50 something, at least. I'm going to say, even if it's 1979, let's say it's 79, that'd be 21. Okay, we'll say 44 years apart. 21 and 23, yeah, 44. Minimum 44 years apart here. Now, I didn't look up how old Stormy Daniels is. I don't know that I necessarily care at this point, but it would fit. It would fit. If there was something being kept quiet, if they had something that, like maybe a DNA test, you know, Ivana Trump recently just passed. If they wanted to pull something out now where, you know, you're not really supposed to speak ill of the dead, but if they were waiting for something to pull out and say, hey, guess what we're going to reveal? Guess what we're going to reveal? This girl that you allegedly had this affair with, she might be yours. And you didn't know about it. Now this would be like, well, let's get some DNA tests out there. You see, that might be what this is really all about. And this idea where Donald Trump talks about claiming innocence of what? You see, I wonder if he knows. And he's like, look, I'm innocent because I didn't know. I'm innocent because I didn't know who she was. I mean, that would truly be the case. Because he's calling himself completely and totally innocent of all the charges. Well, you know, you can indict a ham sandwich. You have to prove. Indictment just means you're being charged. Doesn't mean you're being convicted. He'll have his day in court. But now, does this make sense? Who remembers way back in October of 2018 when Melania Trump wore this very strange jacket? I really don't care. Do you? You see, this is a very Florida woman thing to do. I've said this before, and it's bothered a lot of people, but it's just kind of a culture thing in Florida. Porn star, during our affair, Trump said, I reminded him. Now, she even says here in this article, she assumes he meant Ivanka because she said his quote was, you remind me of my daughter, someone who is smart and powerful and someone to be reckoned with. This is a Post article. I'll link this for you. Ivana Trump, every bit as ambitious as Donald. And here's this article that detail where she details all of the timeline of events, and it's a very believable timeline. It's not really all that salacious. He met her. He was enamored with her. Said, I'd like to talk to you some more. She went to his hotel room where he was running around in pajama bottoms, and she sat on the bed, and things progressed. And she said it was very normal, nothing unremarkable. And apparently it happened a few times after that, and it was just kind of this on and off thing that was just very predictable. Now, personal story. I know a couple here in Florida, happily married. They've been married well over 20 years. And their rule, the only thing that they would call cheating in each other's behavior would be anything that could result in a baby. Nothing else matters. Now, a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, Mickey, I can't believe that. Who's anyone else to say what the vows between two people are? If the marriage truly is, as the Bible, it's just between the man and the woman, and they can make up whatever vows they want and whatever rules they want, who is anyone else to come between it? How do we know that they did not have that type of an arrangement where she said, fine, Barron's a toddler. I don't want to be bothered by you. I've got things I have to do. Go do what you got to do. Here's a hall pass, so to speak. Very common in the land of liberty, as in life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You may agree with that, you may not agree with that, but nowhere in the Bible does it say that here are the vows. Here are the vows that you must make to be legally recognized as married. A couple can make any rules they want. A couple can make any rule they want. No man comes between. You don't get to come and say, well, no, you need to have stricter rules than that. If you want to, sure. But I'm wondering, you see, really wondering if this is what they are angling for. If they're going to show this picture. Or if they have some, maybe Ivana left something in, I'm sure they weren't getting along all that well in the last years after the divorce and everything with, there was Marla Maples and there was all these other women. I wonder if she said, you know what? Here's some DNA. Go take a look. Go take a look closer. Because, he's a man. He's a man like any other man. I'm not blaming him. I'm not castigating him. Political witch hunt? Absolutely. But there might be another chapter to this. I know women can do makeup and do their hair and make each other look like each other, but take away the hair and you look at the facial features, you even look at the height, it looks like Stormy might be a little taller, but she could be wearing, in this picture on the right, she could be wearing those big adult entertainer platform shoe things. We don't know what she's wearing. And in Ivana on the right, she could be wearing flats, or sandals or whatever. So that could make up that just a couple inches difference, but come on. There's just no way. Not to my mind. Anyway, what do you think? I will leave it there. God bless. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. God bless. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.